is my first game against NoWayItsJ, and I decided to lead off with Faie because at this point I wasn't having the greatest success, and I just wanted to try out this deck and maybe see if I can catch someone by surprise. Um, so I run into Kara, who isn't that common right now, and I see that he's playing Mech, which is a deck he plays pretty commonly, Mech Kara, and he's written about on Reddit a few times. So I do have the Hollow Grovekeeper, which can kill Mechazor, because Mechazor is immune to spells, but not immune to opening gambits. So I want to position myself so I can kill a Mechazor if that comes down. Right now, it's not in a huge danger of coming down, but there is the chance that it could come down in the near future. So Jay chooses not to kill my Crystal Wisp, which I think is the correct decision. So right now I'm faced with Cannon, which is pretty unkillable for my current position. I can't get onto this mana tile and run forward and try to get a Dancing Blades down. I don't have the mana for Frostburn, which would kill everything. I do have some decent trades. I can trade in here and walk up and kill this off. And that would get me to just this on board, and I could lay down the Chaos Elemental. But I think I want to replace, and I think I probably should have replaced the second Hollow Grovekeeper, because I don't think I'm going to need to kill two different Frenzy minions. And I don't really want to tip my hand with Hollow Grovekeeper. I don't think he knows that I play it. So if I were to use the first one on, say, a Sword of Mechazor, he might be aware of it when it comes time to play the Mechazor. So I play the Deolotus, which is a pretty good minion for slowing down enemy aggression. And then I get a Chromatic Hold, which is a great safety net for me, because if I'm not able to Hollow Grovekeeper the Mechazor, I can play the Chromatic Hold and sort of slow it down. Now the issue is if I dispel it, I can't then Hollow Grovekeeper it. So I really don't want to have to Chromatic Hold it, but it's a good backup plan to have. So right here, I take the center of the board, because this means that I can move, no matter where he puts the Mechazor, I'm able to move in a position where I can Grovekeeper it, as long as he doesn't block it with something. And he's at 60% progress right now. So it could be coming down soon. And we both have nothing on board, and I'm at a little bit lower health than he is. And he's able to activate his Bloodborne spell and kind of hit me about the head. And he plays three minions. Two mechs. And he actually blocks me off. So I don't know if he was playing around Grovekeeper, but he did block me off. Fortunately, the Chromatic Hold will kill this by dispelling it and dealing the 2 damage. And I'll be able to come down here and get the kill on the Mechazor. So my only advantage right now is that I am up in cards a little bit. So I'm going to try to stabilize the board, and I have a little bit of healing. And then I'm going to hope that my stronger late game, now that he's playing a little bit of suboptimal minions with the mechs that are no longer going to contribute to Mechazor, will carry me through. So he lays down a couple minions and blocks me from getting to this square where I can frenzy on everything. So I bounce the Spelljammer. That kind of sets back my whole card advantage route, but it does let me get very strong presence on the board with the Lotus and the Provoke minion. Now, I don't know if it would have been better to heal the Provoke minion, because then it couldn't die in just one attack, and it really would have restricted my opponent's options. But I still have a pretty decent board presence, and the life totals have stabilized. So I was very surprised to see Gravity Well come out. I just wasn't expecting this out of the Mech deck, although I think, looking at some of his published lists, uh, I could have been aware that he did play that. So that's a little bit of a mistake by me, just not expecting it. Now, I use the Grovekeeper to kill this minion because I want to kill the Spelljammer because I just really want to preserve my life total. So I'm able to walk forward, and then I trade with the Spelljammer, and I hope that this Tombstone can preserve my health. If he's able to Chromatic Hold it, that could be bad for me, but at least that's 2 damage that's not going to my face. And I do have a Hurt Sister that will allow my Frenzy minion to get in a good position. So I'm trying to look to set up that and maybe get it in a position where it can attack a Gravity Well, meaning it takes 0 damage in return. So he decides just to swap my Tombstone out and just kind of go a little aggressive on me. And in this situation, I'm actually able to use the Hurt Sister to get lethal, because the Hurt Sister will clear out the will allow me to use the Grovekeeper to clear out this Hurt Sister, and then run my General and Healing Mystic forward. So I got a surprise win against NoWayItsJ, which was really cool for me in this tournament, because NoWayItsJ is a very accomplished player, and I think the tech that I decided to put in really paid off, which was cool to see. And I think that was a pretty, well played game. I'd like to say by both of us. I assume he played well. I don't know if I'd be able to tell if he made a mistake, especially without seeing his hand. But as far as I can tell, it was just that I had the right draws and some decent tech in my deck, and it worked out well. So that was my first game against NoWayItsJ. And then I have one more coming up.